Trees would have been cut down and the vegetation removed. Then the ground would have been level, and a trench would have been dug around the perimeter. This would form the base of the pyramid. The ramp method is the most widely accepted explanation for how the ancient Egyptians managed to move the enormous blocks of stone to the top of the pyramid.
Ho, ho, ho!
Ramps were made of brick and clay, or they were earthen mounds that surrounded the outside of the pyramid. As the pyramid grew taller, ramps were added on top of the last layer of stones. The workers would drag the stone blocks up the ramp using levers and rollers. Levers are useful because they allow us to multiply our strength. If one person can lift 100 units of force, 2 people using a lever can lift 200 units of force. If 10 people use a lever, they can lift 1,000 units of force.
Ho, ho, ho!
So, using levers and rollers, the ancient builders were able to move stones many times heavier than themselves. Once the blocks were in position, they were lifted into place by inserting wedges underneath them. Then they were cemented in place using a mixture of gypsum and water. Other theories suggest that the blocks were moved into place using a crane-like device called a shaft. The shaft consisted of a lever that was balanced on a central pivot point. One end of the lever would have been attached to a boat on the river.
Ho, ho, ho!
Workers would pull on the other end of the lever to lift the stone blocks out of the boat and onto the pyramid. But whichever method they used, every single block in every single pyramid had to be carefully cut and transported from a quarry, then dragged into position and lifted up. This required advanced planning and incredible teamwork. And all of this work had to be done before sunset each day so the team could stop working and eat dinner while it was still light. In ancient Egypt, the pharaoh was the supreme leader of the country.
Ho, ho, ho!
He was considered to be a god as well as a human. The pharaoh owned everything in the kingdom, including all of the land and all of the people,